On the war-torn front lines of eastern Ukraine, Russian state TV recently broadcasted footage of an old BMP-1 fighting vehicle, transformed into what looks like a mobile hedgehog. With crude metal sheets, thick bristles poking out of its sides, and curly steel wires draping over its back, the vehicle appears to be a desperate, makeshift defense against one of modern warfare's deadliest threats, FPV, or first-person view drones. The modifications, first seen near Chasiv Yar in the Donetsk region, resemble crude cope cages, a term for makeshift armor that gained infamy in the early days of the war. But experts say the broom-like bristles and hair-like strands serve a specific purpose, forcing FPV drones to detonate prematurely before reaching their targets. Both Ukraine and Russia have been locked in a drone warfare cat-and-mouse game. In the early months of the war, cheap consumer drones proved devastating against heavy armor. But as electronic warfare systems grew stronger, jamming and knocking out an estimated 75% of drones, fighters on both sides have turned to fiber optic-controlled drones that are immune to electronic disruption. Unlike traditional radio-controlled drones, fiber optic drones remain connected through a physical cable, making them impossible to jam, though their range remains limited. The hairy BMP may be Russia's latest response to the growing threat. Ridiculed for its absurd design but potentially effective in battle, the hairy BMP-1 is yet another example of how the war in Ukraine is constantly reshaping modern combat. As each side innovates, the battlefield is becoming a high-stakes experiment where low-tech defense go up against cutting-edge drones in a war unlike any seen before. Bureau Report, India Today Global.